Ocarina. Ocarina. Hey, Ocarina.
Blast processing. When you say those two words, a lot of things come to mind. However, the one thing that everybody thinks of, regardless of whether they were a Nintendo or a Sega fan, is Sonic the Hedgehog. Honestly, this game greatly affected the industry when it came out. Not only did it sell over 15 million copies, but it also helped Sega gain 65% of the market share against Nintendo.
Development for Sonic the Hedgehog began in 1990 when Sega asked its house development studio, AM8, to make a game that featured a mascot for the company. After choosing a hedgehog as the mascot, AM8 decided to change the name to Sonic Team after Sega's new mascot.
A basic outline of the game is that Dr. Eggman, or Ivo Robotnik as he's known in America, is capturing all the animal inhabitants of South Island and turning them into robotic minions in his attempt to steal the 7 Chaos Emeralds and harness their limitless power. The player controls Sonic the Hedgehog, who wants to stop Eggman and save his animal friends.
The game is split up into zones, which are split up into 3 acts each. You start out with 3 lives and work your way through areas that test your mind and reflexes. Some of the zones include ancient ruins, a labyrinth, and the most well-known of them all, the Green Hill Zone.
In this game, rings act as your health, rather than a traditional health bar. When you get hit, you lose all the rings you've collected. If you get hit when you have no rings, then you lose a life. If you're able to collect 100 rings without getting hit, then you get an extra life. As far as power-ups go, you're pretty limited. You can get temporary invincibility, a shield that's good one time, a temporary speed boost, or an extra life.
Throughout each act there are lampposts that act as continue areas. If you lose a life and you're past one of these, then you're sent there rather than back to the beginning of the level. To get the Chaos Emeralds in this game, you must have 50 rings and jump into the ring at the end of the level. After that, you bounce your way towards the emerald.
On a side note, the game's original sound test menu was going to feature the Sonic Band, whose members included Sharp's Chicken, Max Monkey, Mock Rabbit, and Vector the Crocodile. However, the development schedule prevented this from being possible. Instead, they replaced this with the Sega Chant, which actually ended up taking up 1/8 of the 4 megabit cartridge. I have to say though, it was worth it.
This game was extremely well received. Critics praised it for its speed, good-looking graphics, and entertaining gameplay, and still do to this day. To me and a lot of gamers, this game stands out as one of the few that have stood the test of time. 22 years have passed, and people still enjoy playing it.
If you don't own a Sega Genesis, then you still have the opportunity to play this game. There's a port for the Game Boy Advance, the Sega Saturn, the GameCube, the PlayStation 2, the Xbox Original, basically any post-Dreamcast system.
I'd give this game an 8 out of 10 since the gameplay was a little bit easy at first, but it gets more fun as you start to avoid the obstacles. Overall, the speed is pretty decent, and it's not bad for its year.
I've been a Sonic fan for a long time, and I honestly have to say that even by today's standards, this game is great. Overall, I'd give this game an 8 out of 10. It looks great, it sounds great, and not to mention there's the awesome Sega chant at the beginning.
Hey, Ocarina.